Hi there guys and girls, this is Luke reporting live from the EB Games Expo 2012 in Australia. Yeah, so I've only been here, what, half the day. I did a stream earlier this morning of Ed Boon presenting Injustice on stage. I don't know how that went. I did a test run of that in Melbourne and it seemed to be pretty solid, and then when I got here I didn't change any settings because I was worried, you know, that something would go wrong, and when I got here the result wasn't as good. It definitely was losing frames and choppy, and I don't know how it came out. I don't even know how many people were watching. Maybe not many were watching, but that's fine because now you're going to see a proper filmed one. At the same time I was filming with a proper camera. And you can see and hear Ed talk about Injustice. No new characters were announced. I believe they pretty much showed an older build of the game. So it was pretty much Batman, Grundy, Harley Quinn, Nightwing, Wonder Woman, who else? Flash, yeah. Anyway, there was no one new on the roster, is what you need to know. I don't know if you can see, but behind me is the actual Warner Brothers booth. Let me just step aside for a second. So, yeah, I don't know. You can see the Warner Brothers logo from there. Just right under it is the Injustice area, where it's really bright. Sort of, if I point with my finger right there. And right over here is where you line up to play Injustice. And there's a whole lot of pieces of artwork printed up on the wall that Ed has signed. He signed each one. I actually got to speak to Ed. Ed actually tapped me on the shoulder and spun me around. That freaked me out. So Ed came up to me. I didn't come up to Ed. That was sort of cool, I gotta be honest. And yeah, Ed signed. Let me show you. I'm wearing a Mortal Kombat badge here. One of the illustrious badges. He signed that. And my EB pass here, I don't know if you can see that, there's signed on the back there. Yeah, so yeah, I got to speak to Ed, and Ed is as cool as ever. He looked really happy. I think he was having a really good time in Australia. So I think it's really cool that Ed came out here to show off the game. There was another Injustice briefing, but because of my situation with Warner Brothers, I was not allowed into that. But I did ask if I could go in, and I was told two things. A, it was full, and B, no, because of my situation with Warner Brothers. I have played the game. I played one of the MK Australia guys, and I got my ass kicked both times. We had two matches. The first time I was Harley Quinn, I almost won that match. It was really close, actually. We were both sort of just figuring out the game. And yeah, I did lose that one though. And then I went Wonder Woman for fun, and he picked Grundy. And the thing I found about Injustice was, being a Mortal Kombat player, you can just pick it up and play. And it is like Street Fighter, yeah, you get used to the whole right triggers block pretty quick, you know. I thought I'd have trouble sort of adjusting to that, but I didn't. Or holding, sorry, not right trigger, sorry, my mistake. Holding back as block. Something I did find was, as they've talked about the characters being different level characters, like say power characters or standard, you know, like different types of characters. When I was playing the guy from MK Australia, I've forgotten his name. He was Grundy, and Grundy felt really heavy, like a really heavy sort of power character. And I'd picked Wonder Woman, and to be honest, I felt really outmatched. But I don't know if it's, you got to remember, this is the first time I played it. This was literally the second game. I had no idea what I was doing, and I didn't have time to work out moves because we were sort of just, you know, beating each other up. And yeah, it was hard to fly kick Grundy, even though I thought I had the advantage in the air, like the better angle. But Grundy just seemed so strong and so powerful. He was really able to overpower Wonder Woman, and I felt sort of outmatched. I don't know if I was better at the game, if there would have been a way for me to win. Maybe I can't attack him front on. Maybe I have to sort of hang back and learn different types of moves. I liked playing as Harley Quinn a lot more. She had some really good moves, like with the guns, she was able to shoot up in the air. She had combos that actually finished in gunshots. I did a combo, which was like boom, 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 and then, you know, boom, 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 and finished with a whole lot of gunshots, which was really cool. One thing that was cool about Wonder Woman was, I remember when I pressed B, I don't think this was the case with Harley Quinn, but I remember definitely with Wonder Woman, when I pressed B, she'd pull out her Athena sword. I think that's what it's called, Athena sword, or the sword. She'd pull it out, and then it was sort of like MK4, but not when, you know, in MK4 you got hit, you dropped it. You didn't drop it if you got hit. But as soon as you pulled out the weapon, it stayed in your hand, and then the other buttons that you primarily used to do combos, you could actually then use to combo with the sword. And I was doing some really cool combos with her sword. She had some really sweet combos. Yeah, so that's my first impressions of Injustice. Hopefully I'm not too dark here. I'm on this sort of dark, I'm on this balcony, and it's sort of, the lighting's not too good, and I should have put my light on, I just realised, on top of my camera. Because I'm using this mic, I could have used the light, but oh well. Anyway, there goes two of the Warner Brothers chicks. Oh, hello. Shit. Sexy girls. Yeah, Warner Brothers in Australia have been fantastic. They allowed me to play the game. I wasn't allowed to film it, sorry guys, there's no footage or photos allowed. And I wasn't allowed to go to the media thing, but they said I'm allowed to play the game, which was really cool of them. So yeah, thanks definitely to Warner Brothers Australia for being exceptionally cool, and thanks also to Ed Boon for being also exceptionally cool. I'm going to be bringing you the footage I got from this morning now, and tomorrow I'll be bringing you other games. So at the expo, it's not just, obviously it's not just Injustice. There's lots of games here, there's lots to see. There's Wii U, I haven't even seen Wii U yet. Wii U's here. There's Borderlands 2, but I probably won't do anything with that because I'm going to do my own thing on YouTube with that. And anyway, there's just a whole lot of stuff to see. And yeah, thanks for watching guys. And I'll see you again soon with more footage from the EB Games Expo 2012, Sydney, Australia. Peace out.
Morning everyone, my name's Andy from WB Games. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. And we've got something pretty exciting for you today, as well as someone very special to present it. But first, we're going to roll into a trailer for Injustice. Let's have a look. Absolutely awesome, guys. Tell me, have we got any DC comic fans in the audience? I take it that's a hell yeah. Secondly, do we have any Mortal Kombat fans in the audience? That's an affirmation right there. Well guys, Injustice Gods Among Us is going to be launching next year, April 2013. Bringing it to PS3, 360, and of course now the Wii U as well. Now there's someone who's going to run us through Injustice today, give us an exclusive look, and this person is an absolute massive icon in the industry. Hopefully you've heard of him. He's the creative director at NetherRealm Studios, and of course the godfather of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon. Get over here!
Hi, thanks for coming out, everybody. We're really excited to give you a look at Injustice and also give you an idea of what is going to make this game so different from kind of like your typical fighting game that's out there. You know, as Andrew mentioned, we are the team that made Mortal Kombat, and we are really trying to kind of celebrate the superhero experience with this game. We're really going to show you why this game stands out from other games. It's really, if you were to sum it up, it's kind of like, what are the environments and what role do they play in the fight? You know, most fighting games, they just have the background. It's just a pretty picture to fight in front of, whereas in this game we're going to show you how big of a part they play in the fight here. This first fight here that we're going to have is going to be Superman against Nightwing, and we'll give you a good idea of the different class of characters that we have as well. Is what we're calling a power character. Power characters use the environment in different ways than what we're calling gadget characters. As you can expect with any fighting game, there is kind of like the classic, you know, special moves that they do. You notice the characters actually walk around differently. Superman's the big power character, is kind of moves his heat vision, his heroic dive. Nightwing has two fighting styles. He can actually put those two together and has two completely different sets of moves that he uses with them. But he also has a special move. He has a projectile move along the ground. He can shoot these kind of like things at the opponent there. Big axe kick, and again, you know, these moves can be conjunction put into like a combo. It's really kind of like where you really become creative with all your moves. Now we're going to start showing you a little bit of what really makes this game special, and that's the environments again. So, as these two are fighting, you're going to notice the environment here. Those objects that are in the environment, the characters can use. This first one is this car on the left here. You're going to see what can Nightwing do with this car that's different from Superman. Gadget characters can kind of escape from being cornered by just kind of jumping off the car, getting out of a bad situation over here. So you can turn the tables on his opponent. Superman, you know, a lot more of a power character, has a lot more of a direct approach. Picks up the car and just kind of slams him on him like that. A lot more of a straightforward approach. Again, give you an idea of just the different use of the environment with the different class of characters that we have there. This next object we have here is this floaty hover car above the arena. Nightwing, again, he can kind of use it a little bit more like a gadget. He can push off of it, use it as leverage to kind of attack his opponent with it. Superman, you know, a lot more direct approach, just basically just jumps up in the air, slams it down on him. A little bit more destructive there. Another thing about our fighting environments is the multiple arenas. And so there's this gigantic arena located about 2 city blocks away, and Superman can actually hit his opponent through this building. Landing on top of this roof here, where there's a whole new different set of objects to use, you know, completely change the fight again. You notice on the bottom there, these meters, they actually give you a good idea of what you can do with it. You can enhance your special moves, or you can do this kind of like a a clash sequence where you can actually use your meter to determine who's going to be the winner of this
so gonna regret
class attack.
This ends now.
Or if you want to save up your special meter, you can kind of use it to unleash the kind of big, crazy super move in the game. And Superman has his own, every character, and not to be outdone, we're going to show him how big of a special move he has here. Obviously, delivering a special move like that, Superman wins the round. So we're going to give you an idea, moving on to another fight here. Again, trying to give you an idea of what our goal was in kind of creating this game. You know, we really wanted to do something that kind of celebrated the entire, superhero experience. We really wanted players to feel empowered, really kind of identify the differences in these class of characters, as well as the environments and what it means to be fighting in a certain arena. If you're Superman and Batman fighting in the Batcave, that's a different experience than if you're Superman and Batman fighting in Metropolis or in the Fortress of Solitude. That's really part of the identity of this game. It's really what kind of separates it out from the other ones. In this next fight here, we're going to show a character named Cyborg and the Flash, and to give you another idea of these two very different playing characters, very distinct, separate types of characters here.
Catch me if you can.
Again, another thing you're going to notice is in the environment here, you're going to see the damage going by. Flash is a big super speed character. Just attacking here, you notice the background is kind of crumbling off in the background. When this is done, you're going to see a completely destroyed Batcave here. Cyborg has these incredible total power gadgets that he has here. The ultimate grappling gun. Here takes us to our first interactive object here. You notice these grenades that kind of fall along the fight line here. Characters can actually pick them up and use them as projectiles. This is unique to this corner of the environment here. Notice the destruction going on there. Flash can actually slow down time and actually get a little bit kind of faster combos on his opponents there. And this takes us to the second interactive object. You notice on the right side there.
Here's a little something for you. You won't know what hit you.
Again, the two characters using their meters to determine which one is going to win the conflict here. On the right side here, you're going to notice the Batmobile. It's kind of pointed at the environment here. On the right side, there's a big red button there. People always wonder what you do with a big red button. You push it, it actually launches rockets at your opponent from the back. Gives you an advantage when you're sitting in the corner there. So again, where you are in the environment plays a big role into the fight. So obviously, if Cyborg's going to kind of avoid these attacks here, he can knock Flash through these computers and into another arena down below. Now, another arena, whole new set of objects to use, completely different fighting experience. You notice that power generator up on the top, Flash can push himself off of it like Nightwing had done before. Cyborg again picks it up, and you notice it changes state. There's an exposed wires up there. He knocks him off, you can kind of use that as a combo enhancing there. And then again, that hazard that's located on top there is different change. Now the arenas are expandable, so you notice that Cyborg knocked Flash into this area which exposed these barrels that he can throw at him. Again, different set of rules that apply to this arena because it's different interactive objects. That's really what kind of separates it. Now, if you're going to notice, Cyborg's going to knock Flash into this elevator, continue to beat the crap out of him while he's heading up on top. Landing back into the original arena that we had started at. So again, we were talking about the special moves, super moves that they can do with these meters on the ground. You save up your super meter, you can kind of unleash the crazy attack upon your opponent there. And Flash, not to be outdone, if he were to use all of his meter, kind of building it up there, you get an idea of, you know, running around the world to deliver the ultimate punch there. And with Cyborg winning the fight, these two fights give you an idea of just what separates Injustice from the other fighting games out there. We really wanted, again, to have our arenas play as big a part of the role as the characters that you would pick. Injustice is going to be available April 2013 for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and the Wii U. And we appreciate you coming out and checking out this preview of the game. There's going to be a number of new characters that are going to be unveiled over the coming months, and we can't wait for you to come check out the game. It's playable here on our show floor. Thanks.
Code red. Everyone in these coordinates now. You push that button and 8 million shots. I'm supposed to land.
You think Batman is a future hacker?